So I want to do a quick video today on brows because it's something that's been bothering me as I get older. It's not something that really bothered me in my 20s because I've never really had thin brows. I think most Indian women, we don't tend to have thin brows unless we have a over-enthusiastic threader at the salon who just, really tries to get them very thin. But overall, we do have a pretty decent growth on our brows. And I've just noticed that I've got some patchiness here, and here. Now, my brows currently are in a major need of a threading. And so I've actually purposely waited for this video, which is very hard to do, to just let them outgrow. But I've let them sort of grown in as much as I can handle, just to show you that when you are sort of not able to get them done, or you're in a pinch but you still want to look put together, how filling in your brows will actually help you with that, as opposed to just this filling in the sparseness. So I prefer the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. So I have it in ebony, but I go back and forth. So I do that, and I also use their Brow Wiz in dark brown. So I've used both, and my one really recent thing that I got in a kit was this Winky Lux, and it's pretty cool. It looks like this, it's got a spoolie on one side, and then on this side, what's really cool about it is it has this tapered edge, so it's like a little diamond, a triangle. So if you can see that, and it's actually pretty cool when you're in a rush to get your brows done really fast with it. I like it. I don't love it because I wish it was easier to find, so you could find it online, but it's just not the easiest product to find. As Anastasia's they rule. She totally rules the whole market, as she should, because she really invented the brow game. So I'm just gonna actually dip into the brow pomade, and I'm going to put this video on fast forward mode after I start, but I'm just gonna walk you quickly through it. So I have 3 spoolies that have tips on the edge. So it's got an angle that goes like that, and you use that for the pomade. And then you have the spoolie that you just brush it out with. So I have, this one is actually from Anastasia. This one is from Sedona, which is quite popular everywhere. You can get this at Ulta, you can get this pretty much everywhere. And then I also found this Indian brand called Vega, V-E-G-A, and it's pretty popular here, but it's your standard spoolie. So if you just needed a spoolie, you could use this, and then you could always go in with a tapered brush like this, which is actually pretty easy to find. So I think Inglot here would have it. Vega may have this. I haven't searched for this here, but you have your options, and it's not really about having the exact, you don't need the Anastasia one. I just ended up getting it because I'm obsessive like that. But okay, so I'm just gonna, if you see, I sort of worked into this one. This is my second one, by the way. So, but I've worked myself into this, but this is probably, 2 months old. And so if you see, you really don't need a lot of product. I haven't even really gotten into here, nor have I really dipped in that much. So a little bit goes a long way, and I'm just dabbing it. And now I'm gonna put it on fast forward mode, so I'm gonna stop talking. But what I'm basically gonna do is I'm going to use the outline, and I sort of took it off here. So, start off with very little product and then work your way up. But I'm just gonna outline the bottom and top part, and then just keep flicking until I'm comfortable. So yeah, here we go. Now I'm gonna go in with the other side with the Brow Wiz. Now my brows are actually really thick right now because, I need to get them groomed. But now I'm gonna go in with the Brow Wiz. So that was the brow wiz on this side, and then I've done the pomade on this side. So there's a distinct difference. That's why I did one and one on the other side. You can see that these are significantly more harsh, and then this one here is more natural. It's not because of my hand or I've added more product here or less product here. That's really not what it is. It's actually the consistency of the pomade. So the pomade is very thick and it's very, very pigmented. Even though the colors are very similar, the dark brown and the ebony, they're very similar colors, but it's a very pigmented pomade, and you really can make your eyebrows look like insta-fleek, right? So this is India, so I'm not really going to be, putting concealer underneath it. But another trick that you can do is, like, you can, like, right over here, just put a line of concealer that goes in, like, just from here downwards, like on a thin brush. Just let it set and just buff it into the skin, so you really get that arch. So your eyebrows are really like the windows of your whole face. So you're going to see, watch. So I've got nothing else done on my face, but just because I have my eyebrows done, which actually it looks really weird because I've got one that's a little thicker, but it just sort of like makes your whole face seem a little more put together. So if you just spend like a couple of minutes in the morning and just do your eyebrows, I think that just really makes a big difference. So I'm gonna just complete my face as far as my lips. I'm not a big lip girl, which, I mean, it's weird because I have a lot of lipsticks, but yeah, so I'm just gonna put on a quick lip, and yeah, I'm sort of just, let's finish this off with some mascara. I'm obviously not gonna walk out with like one very defined eyebrow and one not so defined. When I'm putting mascara on, I know, some people have very, the put it on the base, wiggle it up, all these different techniques. Like for me, it's really about how much time I have. So if I have a lot of time in the morning, then yeah, okay, I can look down at the mirror and do it properly. But most of the times I'm just quickly running out the door, and I just don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly block my lips. So yeah, this, for me, like this side of the face is perfectly fine for a natural look. And if I decided to use the pomade that day, then I would do a little bit more work on this side of the face. But yeah, I think that's just a quick tip that we sort of don't pay that much attention to, which is your brows. So here you go.